Welcome to our channel eCommerce Know-How. In this video, we'll see why we think that 2022 will be e-commerce's first trillion-dollar year. According to new Adobe data, e-commerce will have its first trillion-dollar year of sales in 2022 as people continue to shift their spending habits online in the face of the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite this encouraging news for the sector, there are inherent growth challenges for domestic online marketplaces, particularly Nigeria's Jumia's and Konga's. According to Adobe's report, the pandemic gave e-commerce sales an extra boost as consumers move online to meet their daily needs. Online consumer spending reached a new high of $813 billion in 2020, a 42% increase over 2019. Retailers have mastered the art of agility, flexibility, and quick decision-making over the last 18 months. These new skills will still be needed in 2022, as the rate of change shows no signs of slowing. However, it is clear that many Nigerians, despite being ready to transition away from brick-and-mortar stores and open markets, are finding it difficult to make the transition smoothly. This is due, in part, to the fact that most people who have developed a reasonable trust in the internet still lack a basic understanding of how things actually work. Many people now prefer to avoid the stress of moving and haggling in the market, but they are still unsure how to register online shopping apps on their mobile phones and fill out orders. Going forward, Jumia and Konga, the largest everyday item marketplaces, will need to do more to raise awareness and persuade those who are already halfway there to give it a try. Despite the fact that nearly everyone owns a smartphone, a small study found that even people in cities lack the necessary guidance in making the transition. Adobe predicts that online sales will be between $850 billion and $930 billion this year, paving the way for 2022 to become the first trillion-dollar year in e-commerce. According to Adobe, smartphones will account for more than half of all e-commerce spending by 2022. During the COVID-19 pandemic that hit the United States about a year ago, consumers developed an online shopping muscle that is likely to be here to stay. A MasterCard executive said last week that the pandemic accelerated e-commerce sales by about 2 years. Consumers spent $121 billion online in the first 2 months of the new year, a 34% increase over the same period last year before the pandemic. According to the data, online purchases of groceries, home improvement products, and sporting goods have grown in popularity. This year, retailers are likely to expand their digital offerings, such as the ability to buy online and pick up in store, which was especially popular during the pandemic. In the midst of this shift, accounting firm BDO reported that roughly half of retailers are planning digital makeovers this year as the future of shopping shifts to digital. Online sales increased 54% year-on-year in February, a month before the COVID-19 pandemic hit the United States. The pandemic accelerated e-commerce adoption by about 2 years, according to MasterCard Executive Vice President Linda Kirkpatrick on Tuesday. She claims that consumers have really built a digital commerce muscle that we believe is here to stay. According to Kirkpatrick, online apparel sales now account for roughly 3/4 of all clothing purchases in the United States, a 47% increase from a year ago. According to CNBC, online jewelry sales have increased 63% year-over-year. When the pandemic hit, retailers were forced to shift much of their operations online, and many brick-and-mortar stores closed their doors as people hunkered down at home. According to data from ESET, a global cybersecurity company, the pandemic has resulted in 70% more consumers shopping online. As a result of the recent surge in digital shopping, half of retailers are planning a digital makeover to meet customers where they are online. Simon Siegel, a senior analyst at BMO Capital Markets, previously told Business Insider that retailers will be constantly on the hunt to best optimize the e-commerce experience in the future. Despite the acceleration of digital shopping, he believes there will always be a place for brick-and-mortar stores. With the third round of stimulus payments on the horizon, Kirkpatrick predicts that spending volumes will rise again as they have in the past. There's a lot of pent-up demand for spending right now, she said. consumers will use their payments to resume their lives. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Are you ready for the expansion of e-commerce in 2022? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.